and welcome to Stampy's Funland. Today we are going to be playing Shear Fun, which is more commonly known as the giant Rubik's Cube game, because everyone always looks at this giant Rubik's Cube always kind of stands out. And people always tell me off as well, because apparently like the colors are wrong compared to a real Rubik's Cube, which, yeah, was kind of a bit of a mistake. But also it's not actually meant to be a Rubik's Cube. It's just inspired by the design of a Rubik's Cube. But yeah, there is a mini game inside of here. You may not have seen it. It's definitely one of the oldest games we have in our Funland. Basically, it's a game which is all about trying to shear sheep, which are going to be inside of these pens. And then up here, there's going to be a bunch of sheep which are still white. And you basically need to dye them your color and then shear them. The big tricky thing is that you only have a certain amount of dye, and you can run out of dye. And you can also dye over the sheep that other people have dyed. So it's very important to be tactical about when you dye and then when you shear them. Basically, you're trying to get enough blocks. Once you get enough, you pile up to the top there. You press a button, and then it makes a little song play underneath the ground here, just to let us all know that someone has been a winner. So right then, first things first, we have to go to this little strange contraption down here, which gives us our dye as well as our shears. So if you stand on the pressure plate, it fires a bunch out to us. Everyone should end up with 1 pair of shears and then 5 bits of dye. So make sure that if you don't have enough dye, you grab more, and if you have too much, you go and put it back. But it looks like it worked. Looks like that machine worked. And this redstone was actually, this was all built before I really knew how to do any redstone. This was built by my friend Afro Dan, who you may remember as a helper from a very long time ago, who sadly doesn't play Minecraft anymore, but I still play other games with him all of the time. And he built the redstone for that, as well as the mini game here as well. So right then, I'm going to go and press the start button. That starts a timer, which is going to be gradually ticking away. Luckily, it's quite a long timer, so I have plenty of time, and everyone needs to get into their booths and then jump down. In a minute, this block is going to be lifted up, which is going to allow me to get up to the top where all of the sheep are. There's also, hello, Busy, hello. There's also 1 sheep inside of everyone's pens as well. This one is one that you're just allowed to kind of shear whenever you want once the game started, and no one else is able to dye over this sheep. So this is basically like your safety sheep, so you can always get some. And then we go, oh, I got 2 bits of wool from that one. That's always a very important thing to see how much are you going to get. And then you want to start dyeing the sheep and shearing them. Of course, though, everything you dye, someone else can dye over, and that was an amazing start for me. I was able to get so much wool from the beginning then. That was pretty much a perfect opening for me. I was able to get them all, and yes, I was able to shear another one as well here. I think I might not be far off from winning. I think you need about 12 wool in order to be able to win, and I was able to get that all so fast. I am playing this game, and I am, I sheared it, but it wasn't my color. It wasn't my color, so I think I need 2 more pieces. So, of course, now everyone's going to be starting to dye over. And the downside for me is that I've only got 1 more bit of dye. So once this is gone and they've dyed over it, then basically I'm not going to be able to get any more dye or dye any of these sheep my colors. So I had an absolutely amazing start. But things could turn around if people are very quick doing their dyeing. And you can, of course, try and steal the blocks of wool that come off. Even if it's like someone else's color, you can steal them just to make sure that they're not going to be able to get them. And while these sheep don't seem to be doing very much, I'm going to go down and have a little check at my spawn sheep. And oh, there we go. Please give me 2. They gave me 2. I think I've done it. I think I've won the game. Right, let's go and pile up to the top, and then I should be able to press the button, and that should be a rather quick victory for me. So if I press that and go down here, ouch, you should hear a little tune that goes and plays under the ground. Let me just go down here and show you. This is all of the redstone that was built a very long time down here. So there we go. I was the winner of the game. I was playing with a lot of people that have never played this game before, so I don't think I can really congratulate myself too much. And so now we've had that game, let's have another game. Now everyone knows exactly what it is that we're doing, and we'll see whether it's going to be a little bit of a closer round next time. Okay, I've just gone and got the game all set up for another round. So let's once again go and press the start button, which is going to begin the timer before the game goes and begins. Let's go and shut the doors for no reason, just because I want to be tidy. Let's get back to the booth. So I was just saying to my helpers that I think the game's a bit different compared to like when we first played it. Just because I believe, and I may be wrong here, I may be completely lying, but I believe it used to be the case that once you've sheared a sheep, even though it doesn't have its wool, if you dye it, when the wool grows back, it will be in that color. But I believe now you have to wait for it to grow back the wool, and then you need to go and try and shear it. And you kind of have to wait for the wool to be back first. So I think it's slightly different. And oh, that was a good one. I was able to get 3 from that one here. And what's a really good strategy is to see when someone dyes it, and then obviously it takes like, oh, here's one. Yeah, so once you see someone dye, someone stole my wool. Once you see someone dye it, of course, they take a second to try and to shear it. So what you can do is try and dye it your color, and then they shear it for you, and then you pick up the wool, and it's like the most satisfying way to get wool, because you're like, haha, you sheared the sheep for me in my colors. You've got to be careful to know what you want to go with. So at the moment, I have more red wool than I do blue wool, and I believe red's Polly's color. So sorry about that, Polly, but I did steal a bunch of your ones. Certainly not anywhere near as good as a start as I got in the last round, seeing as everyone probably knows what they're doing. Let's just go and check down here. And oh yes, okay, this sheep's got the wool back. Good job, safety sheep. I missed my job getting to you, but good job. I've got 3 wool. I've only had to shear 1 sheep. Come on, give me loads. Oh, it only gave me 1. It only gave me 1. All good games have a slight element of luck to them, I believe. I just feel like even though it takes away a bit of the skill, having a little bit of randomness just makes the craziest stuff happen a little bit more often. So I always do like when there's a bit of luck. You also kind of want to nudge the sheep to get them over the grass, because sometimes they stand over either the ladder or over where all of the dirt is, which of course means they're not going to eat. And then the other thing, I just heard some shears go. Did someone just shear some? I think someone just sheared them. So, yeah, then the other thing you got to think about is, do you want to stand near where the other players are to try and stop them getting the wool? Or do you want to kind of be away from them just to make sure that you're the person who's able to get the wool if one does grow? And I think, to be honest, that might be a bit of a safer strategy. But these sheep are not very hungry today. Like, at first they were like going crazy and eating all of the time. But there's been ages since, here we go. Oh, no, it was blue anyway. Oh, perfect. That was perfect. I didn't waste any dye, and then I was able to, I think I got like another 3 then, I think that was 2 times I've got 3. No, has Polly won? Has Polly really won? She's pressed the button. Unbelievable. We were here all chatting away this whole time, and I could just see that's built up there. Polly is the winner of round number 2. I think that she kept going downstairs, and she kept shearing her sheep down here while we were all waiting at the top there, and I think she had a very good safety sheep, and she was able to win that round there. Well done, Polly. You were the winner. And it looks like Fizzy was able to go and win next. And oh, wait a minute. You built up with blue wool. You're on the yellow I see, Fizzy. I see what you've done there. I understand. I mean, if we're playing that game, then I could win as well. Sadly, though, that is going to be the end of this episode here. Hopefully, you enjoyed seeing us going back to play one of my most classic mini-games. Very different from the type of games that I design at the moment, but still a whole load of fun to play. And of course, leave any suggestions for other mini-games you would like us to play in the comments down below, and we might check them out in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!